Good morning, Valonia parents. It's a quick message from Mr. Simmons. I know I haven't given you anything lately, but we have had some changes in some of the things that we're doing, so I just wanted to make sure that everyone is aware of it. Please do me a favor and share this also with anyone that you think might not see it, because we want to make sure everybody gets the word on all of these things. First of all, I just want to comment on how proud I am of all of you as members of our community, to just see how resilient and strong and courageous you've all been during this time. It's been very challenging for all of us, but I am so happy and so proud of the way that we've responded to all of this. Our parents have been wonderfully supportive. Our students have been working, and our staff and faculty have been putting in countless hours to get all of these things done. So thank you all for everything you've done. Just want to point out three things today, just so you're aware of these. One is we are going to be sending out certified letters today to several homes. So parents, please be watching the mail for a notice about a certified letter. If you receive that, it is very important that you go to the post office and pick that up. We have several students who are not passing a course right now. Those are courses that fit into three categories that I spoke about in a letter that I sent to you a while back, and that's AP courses, concurrent credit courses, and also courses that I called fourth 9 weeks credit courses. Those are ones like civics and economics, PE and health. There's several agri classes, oral comm and drama, several of those that are only graded for 9 weeks. So students are required to do the work in those 9 weeks to be able to get credit for it. And it's very important that students do the work in those classes because they are being graded on those. The letter is going to detail some information, but basically it's telling you that at this point, if you're receiving the letter, your student is receiving a failing grade in one of those courses that I just mentioned a moment ago. That could be because the student has not accessed the material or has not turned anything in. Regardless of the reason, if they fit one of those three categories, AP course, concurrent course, or a fourth 9 weeks credit course, students will receive a failing grade on their report card and on their transcript for that class if they do not complete it. So it's very important that students do the work and submit it in those three categories of classes. There's been some confusion on that. Some people thought that they didn't need to worry about doing the work because they weren't receiving a grade for it. And that is the case in some of our courses, that they are not receiving grades for those, but they're still asked to finish the work and get those things done because it's very important for them to get those prerequisite skills that they'll need for the next semester. However, those in the three categories I named off, if students do not complete the work, then they will receive a failing grade for that course. So it's very important for students to get that work, access it, and submit it and get it turned in by the end of the school year, which is quickly approaching. So make sure you check your mail for those letters. You'll know who that is if you get that letter, or you might want to check with the counselor. You could call the high school and ask about that. The second thing I want to tell you today is high school, and that's just 10th through 12th grade. High school yearbooks are being distributed today between the hours of 12 and 3. It is drive-through only. Students are able to drive through the parking lot at VHS. They are not allowed to get out of the vehicle, and just follow directions once they get there to be able to see that. If a student is not able to pick up their yearbook today, then we'll have those in the high school office. You would just need to contact us on another date and let us know that you would like to pick your yearbook up, and we'll try to make arrangements for you. So high school yearbooks being picked up today. If you're freshman academy, your yearbooks are not here yet, but we are planning on distributing those next week. So Valonia Freshman Academy 9th grade yearbooks distributed next week, and we'll get information out on the specific date and the specific time. The last thing I want to share with you today in this, what I thought was going to be a short video, is that due to Governor Hutchinson's guidance to us on Saturday saying that graduation events cannot take place before July 1st, The June 20th date that we had selected is no longer an option, so we have moved on to the July 11th date for graduation. That will be held at the football stadium, Philip D. Weaver Stadium in Bologna. It is set for 8 a.m. on July the 11th so that we can not have to deal with the heat of the day and all of that. That's why the early time is chosen. So mark your calendars for that, please. Of course, we know that can change, and as we move closer to July 1st, I'm sure we'll hear more information about that, but that's where we are right now. Graduation July 11th. We are trying to develop a plan to get students access to all of the things that you've left at school in your lockers and classrooms. We'll get information out about that as soon as we have it. The issue is we just don't have the guidance on that yet from the state and the health department on how we can do that. We're still working with them. As soon as we know that, we'll put that out to you. Thank you so much, parents, for listening to all of this. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, ronnie.simmons@bolognaschools.org, or you can call the high school office, 501-796-2111, between the hours of 8 and 10, Monday through Friday. Phones will be answered during that time, and I'm in the building, so make sure you can give me a call then if you need to speak to me on the phone. Otherwise, please shoot me an email. Thank you for all you're doing. Keep it up. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.